Arthur Sainz, do you still have any thoughts on the Andretti snub? Not, I mean, it's pretty much it is what it is. I mean, it is a straight up snub. If you want to talk about Haas being not performing, we can talk about that. The track is now green. Sainz is in FP2. That was to be expected. Sainz did take part in FP1, FP2 at Saudi Arabia before he was out after the two sessions and had surgery. So we were going to see him in FP1, FP2 today. I was gonna. I didn't expect him not to be in FP2. So we got Bottas, Perez, Hulkenberg, Alonso, Magnussen, Ricardo on track right now. Start off. Perez and Ocon basically have the soft tires. Both use soft tires. Excuse me. It is again just past midnight here in the United States, so it's now March 22nd, 2024. Matthew Park's asking, was Norris's fast lap legit, or did changing track temperature after the red flag have something to do with no one being able to match it? No, it was legit. Literally, it was legit because I mean the top the top seven were within a tenth of each other. They were really really close. They were really packed to that in that top seven, top nine. Yeah, it's still early for looking out. Still a little early to look at the fastest times at the moment. Perez might be on. He is on a fastest lap, perhaps, but he was like the first one to be on a fastest lap. So like that fastest one sector time has been stolen by Magnussen. Fastest sector two time has been stolen by Ocon. Right now he's gonna set the fastest three time, but someone else is probably gonna steal that. So it's still probably, and he'll still have a good time. But others, it won't be the best starting flat time. So Perez starts with a 120.434. We were in the 118s and 119s earlier. They were on a medium tire. So let's give this about a minute or so before things start out. I mean, we're in the 120s and 121s right now on the board. We were much faster. Why are they replacing Max's floor? Went over curbs hard, just like everyone else. Everyone's were hitting the curbs hard. The curbs this weekend have been brutal so far. People have gone over the grass. So there's been a lot of mistakes from several drivers this weekend already. So Ricardo set a 119.854. Sonoda just did a P2, but that was replaced by Gasly. Alonso's now gone P1. Alonso's done a P1 with a 119.412. Ricardo did a 119.854. Stroll just did a P3, 120.039. And I'm not going to, again, go down. Now it's Gasly, Sonoda, Perez, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Ocon. Not going to hold too much on these times because we saw the 118s in FP1. So Perez right now is a P6, did a 120.4. again, we saw 118s. So we've got about a second off the top time uh, in FP1, and FP2 is going to be um, more akin to what we're going to see for the race and for quali tomorrow. So yeah, well, Monica, the what you're gonna see here on our channel is basically the track map with the cars on who's on on the timing sheet. Again, the chat, some other stats. How many people are watching the lights, whatnot. And you'll see every so often. I think there'll be a stat box that will change every so often. Um, that is what you will see here on the channel. Again, there's also a timer and the green light, which will change if it's a yellow or a red flag. So Leclerc looks like he's putting together a fast lap right now. Alonso has just jumped to P1. Leclerc has jumped to P2. Uh, Alonso's now taking a fastest lap in Sector 1. See if this is a, a good promising lap. Seeing some lateral movement with Hamilton at the moment. Alonso's got a fast Sector 1, Sector 2. And Oscar does a 119.51, 151. Alonso's still on his lap, though. He's going significantly faster than Oscar's lap. This is definitely something that could be, yeah, 118.805. So we're getting closer. We're about maybe a half a second off of FP1's times. About within that, about a half. Stroll's going to go in FP2 with a 118.979. So Aston Martin with a nice one too. Definitely, Jose. I got to see Max is iRacing. All right. Um, he will be later tonight because that's what he does. But Max hasn't come out on track as of yet. He's the only one besides Albon with obvious reason. This is typical with Max. Actually, it is. He typically will wait. At Red Bull will hold like with so much traffic out right now. They're probably just holding him back to wait for people coming back into the pits in a few minutes. Again, they're replacing the plank before. It's probably more than the plank. There's more. There's more. If he's still in the pits for that, but the floor shouldn't take that long of a time. Take a look at what is F1 talking about. Um, is it? I'm not sure why you got timeout. So, CT Russ. I'm not sure why you got timed out. So Norris has just done a P2 with a 118.976. So a we've got Aston Martin and McLaren claiming the top four spots right now with the V-Carb team 5-6, which is interesting at the moment. Sargent jumping up to 119.183. Good effort by Logan. So right now we're looking at Leclerc and Sainz in the P12, P15, Perez P11, and they were on U softs. They may be loaded down with reason. Perez may be on a flying lap right now. He's improving in his times. Gasly just jumped up to a P5. So we've got some odd times on the board. It may be that Perez may be loaded down. It could be Leclerc, and Leclerc obviously may be loaded down. Russell just jumped up to a P2 with a 118.897. I mean, we saw some faster times in P1. So it could be that these cars are maybe loaded down. Again, we've done five. They've done 5 laps from the start of the session between both Sainz and Leclerc. Have done 4 or 5 laps. Bottas has done 8 laps already. Alonso and Stroll have come into the pits as long as Oscar already. So it could be that we're looking at some practice runs, programs that they're running at basically being the fastest. Again, Perez just did 118.695, getting closer to where we were in FP1. Again, we're still several tenths off, so we could be loaded down very much in a lot of these cases. Sainz just jumped to a P4, 118.969. OT19 classic Red Bull practice equals race pace practice. Very much so. I mean, it could be a lot of these, and it's not just Red Bull. I suspect more teams are doing race pace. Though I would, depending on where you're looking at, Mercedes. Leclerc just went to P1 118.2. That's more close to what that was, a flying full purple lap, and he's on softs. But was he on? That's interesting. No, he's on mediums, and we have a yellow flag. That yellow flag is just someone looked like may have just come off the track and came back on. I'm getting a report that the track is slippery in turn 17, and it's like Logan Sargent may have come off the track and come back on, which caused that moment of a yellow flag. And here is their team. He's coming right back into the pits. And are they going to pull him into the garage? Yes, they are. So they've basically with 15 minutes already into the session, Norris just went P1, a 118.201, so within a tenth of Leclerc's time. And okay, that's why we had yellow. Logan did a 360. Ooh, and did he hit something? Hit the curbs and the hit the curbs in the litter. and that threw his car into a 360. Lucky that he didn't hit the wall, but there is gravel on the track now. There is gravel on the track. Um, we have seen flags for that on track, but it looks like they're gonna just let it go. So that turn 17 now is slippery with kitty litter all over the place. Sergeant didn't crash. He went wide and hit the gravel. He went over the curbs, went wide, hit the gravel. And then spun. Um, he managed to continue in his car, get back to the pits. So he didn't. Logan didn't crash it. So that's Logan is P12 on the board right now, and that's where that's a time of 119.183. That's where he's going to stay for a little bit. A lot of people come back in the pits. Sainz has gone again. Norris has gone P1. Leclerc P2. Sainz has gone P3. Leclerc is now just taken back one with a 1:17.936. Now we're starting to cook, people. We didn't see the 1:17s in FP1. It's reporting on our timing sheet he's using softs. That's not true. He's actually is using a medium tire. It's a used medium tire, 8 laps. With the F1, Science has got a medium tire of 6 laps. Clerk, Science, and Gasly are the only ones on the track right now. I would take that back. Alonso's on an out lap. Yes. Jose's reporting that Alonso not running with new software. That is true. F1 is reporting brand new soft tire. We can tell because we can see the tire life, how many laps they've done on that particular tire on the F1. And, ooh, that's a replay of the Alpine going over those curves. Those curves have been, that will probably be discussed with the drivers' meeting later today. Um, it'd be interesting if something changes between today and tomorrow with those curves. We've seen a lot of damage to those cars. We've seen loss of control over those curves as well. So I'm wondering if the curves are, I don't know if the curves are too high for some reason this year. Particularly what is going on with the curves? Right now, we've only got Alonso and Gasly. Again, we have not seen Albon and we haven't seen Max out on track, which is interesting. I know that he had damage, floor damage, but this is longer. Again, that he managed to get his car back to the garage in FP1, so they've had the full 2.5 hours plus to get working on his car. I mean, with Albon, again, his car was again returned after FP1. There was probably more damage than we expected. Let's take a look at F1 commentary from the live time and see if they have anything to say there about those two. If it will load. Right now, we got about 185 likes. Racers just wonder if we can get that over 200. Again, even like and subscribe right now. That was great time to do it. We've got 130 subscribers to go until we hit 118K. We're on our march to 200. I think the next we've already hit that 100K subscriber mark. We're on our march to 250. The next, I think that's the next play button. So we're on our way. There we go. So one of the things is going on right now. It is windy at the track, windier than FP1. Um, 19 degrees Celsius with the track at 37 degrees Celsius. So it's warming up, and the wind is picking up. Uh, okay. Okay, so Alvin will be sitting out of FP2, so he will not be part of the session at all. As the plans are still, they're basically looking at what. Oh, they have no spare tub they need to fix out, or he can't fix out his car, or he can't race. Ooh, that's a new. I'm not sure who's reporting that at the moment. That could be that could be why that would be a huge that would be huge if that's the reason why he can't continue. Yeah, Curbs are definitely no joke. They are why Albert. So we're looking at Max. He's in his car. They've got the. They are about to send him out. They're still warming the tires. What's he waiting for? Here we go. Here comes Max. Of course, there's the gaggle of reporters to catch him leave the garage. So Max is now leaving the garage and out on track. As since we last looked at the board, Alonso's gone P1 with a 117.912. So two hundredths, about 200s faster than Leclerc. Looking at right now. Right now, we're looking at Alonso, Leclerc, Norris, Perez in the top four. Streamlabs has just dropped our Discord channel. We have an active Discord community. So like after the session, a lot of us will be back in there, uh, talking about different things. Will be great section for videos. So if you missed the weekend F1 weekend update, that was dropped into our video channel. And we have a great humor channel. Been pretty much on point. These are Yes, Jose is again reporting that he's on new mediums, and that's true. This is the first laps on these a new set of medium tires. Haas is out on new soft tires. So is Alpine. Ricardo, relatively new. Stroll's and Alonso, again, they've been on track for a little bit at this point. Stroll again goes P1 with a 117.822. If you guys have any questions in chat, now it's time to throw them. We've got about 34 minutes left in the session. Again, you're listening to the Racing Tickets YouTube channel. This is Grash doing commentary for you. We've got right now Stroll in FP1. We've got Perez in P6 and Max. Well, Max just did his first. Is he doing another lap to? Max might be doing a double warm up lap. So the last people who set times notable would be Joe Sargent, Ricardo, Hulkenberg, and Verstappen. But I mean, Max did a 119.848. We would expect him to be doing something much faster than that. Uh, who looks like one of the Haas's decided they wanted to cut grass. Uh, Max is on a medium tire. He's on a three. He's not on a soft. He's on a medium tire. That's interesting. Wait, why? Why are you saying OT9 saying is they don't trust? Why? What? You've lost me. What about Perez that do they not trust? So Clerk is on an outlap. Several drivers. Clerk, Norris, Sainz, Zhou, Hamilton are on outlaps. No, Bates just what? You've lost us OT9. I mean, we're only halfway through this session. I mean, Perez. He's been out on track now. 6 laps. Yeah, 6 laps on those tires. He could be very easily being um not a quality. And there it's George Russell being a tractor cutting a section through the grass. That is obviously doing bouncing up and down. That is obviously doing damage to that floor. Wind is nasty on the track. Yeah, that is. I don't know have an update, but that is wind has been increasing. Max is basically is on a medium tire. He's probably not doing he's doing probably something race related, which means he's loaded down with fuel, setups for testing setups for the race, as opposed to worrying about a quality setup.
Your premier source for.
And he's doing a flying lap now. He's improving on his times. Notably, Clerk has just taken a fastest sector 1, so that's a lap we'll keep an eye on in a moment. So Max just jumped up to a P8 with a 118.320. Charles has done a very fast lap so far. And he's going to jump with a P1 17.432. Again, Charles is on a soft tire, a relatively new soft tire. Max is on a 5-lap old medium tire. So he was never going to take P1 with that tire. But he is in the top 10. Did a 118, what is that, 118.3? The other people who have improved on their time, Science is Russell's gone to a P4 with 117.951, Science with a 117.966. And that's where we stand right now on the charts. Trying to see who is doing a flying lap. Hulkenberg improving in his times. We'll see how he ends up. He's in sector 2 right now. No, Max is on a medium tire. He's not on a soft tire. And the Hulkenberg lap results in a P15 with 118.7. And right now we've got Russell, Sainz, Perez, Verstappen, Gasly, Hulkenberg, Hamilton, Ocon, and Tsunoda on track. Yeah, Felix, they've reported that Albon will be out completely for this session. And got Verstappen improving on his times. He's going to jump to P6 on those medium tires, 117.981. Yeah, Max has been done 7 laps on those medium tires, and he's outperformed a lot of people who have been on soft. So it's kind of getting interesting. How is Max so fast? Adrian Newey. Adrian Newey is a genius. Adrian Newey is a god of machinery. And which Mercedes went wide? Looked like Hamilton went wide. We've got 25 minutes left in the session. Again, you're listening to the Race 60 YouTube channel. This is Grash doing commentary for you. We are watching a shakeup on the board. We are seeing Aston Martin showing a strong showing, Ferrari showing a strong showing, and then a mixed bag between Red Bull and McLaren. So we get a cycling of cars coming into the pits, and those now doing outlap. So the Ferrari is doing an outlap right now. We got Russell doing a flying lap. We'll see where he improved in his time in sector one. We'll see where he does. He's about to finish the lap. Max is in the pits right now, so we'll see when he comes out what tire he'll be on. Yeah, no. The chart's wrong. The F1. I'm going with what F1 is showing through their live data. Max went out on did 7 laps on a medium tire. Dragon Soul, you've come into the middle of FP2, so the big news is that Sainz is back. He's on a flying lap right now, and he will jump to. Okay. Leclerc just did his time was 1:17.227, and then Sainz does a half a second after him, so he does a 1:17.707, and those are on relatively new softs. Yeah, the tire data that we're getting right now is not correct. If you're looking for the better tire data, basically log into F1 TV and go to the live timing. There, they have a chart with, with tire data. We've got Stroll, Alonso P3, P4, with Russell P5 running out the top 5 right now. We're seeing issues with Hamilton. We're seeing Max not go at full blast on medium tires. And we're seeing curbs being absolutely killer to this weekend. Yeah, we don't need just have to ask once. We don't need to spam the chat. Thank you. Max almost crashed in practice. Max had an incident where he went over curbs hard. We had several other people who bounced over curbs. We had again Logan Sargent earlier in this session do a 360 on track. Seeing love for Leclerc, seeing love for Sainz, Ferrari right now. Defosi is invaded chat. Albon's still recovering from FP1. He is not going to take part in FP2 because of damages to the car. We got about 20 minutes left in the session. Again, you're listening to the Racing 60 YouTube channel. This is Crash doing live commentary for you. Right now, where not many people are doing flying laps at the moment. Norris sort of doing a flying lap, but not quite. He's on a soft tire, two laps on a soft tire. Mm, He's about to finish that lap. He has improved on his times. The only Max has just jumped to P6, and he is now on a soft tire, new soft tire. So if you're gonna see how fast Max can go, this is the time to see it to do it. Max seems so angry. Max always seems angry in the car when when not going perfectly, and then Max goes out angry and gives us incredible fast laps. Max has a subsector, um, but ultimately he's going to be green across the board. He's going to go to a 117.707, so it's the same time as Sainz. Because Sainz did his time before Max, he's going to get the edge over that, but it's the exact same time for those two. That's crazy. P2, P3, same exact time. Still 0.57 slower than Leclerc's time, though. And that's the thing that we need to know, that to be noted. I'm sorry, I did my math backwards. It's 0.43 slower than Leclerc's. No one else right now on track is doing any that's pushing any times a moment. And this will happen at times. So everyone on track is not doing a fastest lap quality type run. They're doing some sort of program for basically the race at this point. We'll be like this for at least another 10 minutes, probably. People will come in the pits and then they'll put on tires for the end of the session for a blaze of glory. So they're doing a wing change for Lando at the moment. It's obviously being shown on screen with the F1 TV stream. So right now, Clerk, Sainz, Verstappen, Russell are all in the pits. Max is now on an outlap, so they sent him out. Stroll and Alonso are still out. Uh, Stroll has done 4 on his mediums as well, and Alonso 4. Both have done 4 laps on their medium tires. Oscar's done 5 on his medium tires. So there's an element of getting data. It's driver's choice in practice. And if you're curious who's using DRS, if you go to we don't have that on our chart here, but the F1 timing live timing does show if they're using DRS. What's happened? Albin basically binged his car in FP1, and he is not taking part of FP2 because of it. We've got 15 minutes, actually 14 minutes to go in this session. Again, this is the Racing Chicks YouTube channel. Well, thank you to the 2,000 of you who are watching right now. We've got about 287 likes so far. Thank you for those. If you haven't liked or subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We do have a Discord channel. Again, we've talked about it previously. We've got a great community that we continue talking about F1 related things. Great media channel, great humor channel. If there was breaking news, you'll hear it. There'll be an announcement made on our Discord channel. I am right now wearing a purple shirt with the Racing 60 YouTube channel logo on it. It's a great shirt. Oh, it's one of my favorite shirts right now. It's a nice, soft, comfortable. It's a good quality shirt. I definitely have to tell you. Probably should have ordered a size a little bit bigger, but I probably will the next shirt I get. I also have a box emoji mug that was given to me not last Christmas, but the Christmas before by one of my siblings who saw it on my wish list. And that brings up, if you've joined the channel, there's a whole slew of emojis that you have access to, and I am getting those. The box emoji that I mentioned. Also, a shoe emoji. We are looking to see, we have not had a reason to use that in like a few years. Again, if you join the channel, those are the people you see in green, like Felix, Jose, Paula. They've joined the channel. They're in green. They have a badge in front of them. How many times has driver? Basically, they basically have joined the channel. They're throwing a few bucks. One of the other perks is that every month they will get a milestone chat, basically the super chat for free for being part of the channel. I think I have one myself, actually. Yeah, I do. So I'll probably use that tomorrow. Question in chat: how many times the driver can pit in practice? Is there any? No, they can pit as many times as they go out. I mean, if they wanted to do an installation lap after installation lap all session long, that is their prerogative to do so. Will Checo make the top 3 for FP2? Maybe. I mean, it's still depends on what tire he's on. He's on a medium tire, so he'll have to come pit and then do like a flying lap. But they may not. They may just keep him out on track. I mean, he's done 5 on those tires already. Oscar's done 8 on a medium. So he and Alonso's done 7 and Stroll on 7 on mediums. They could just keep him out on those tires if they're doing a program with those tires. So it is really dependent on what programs they're running right now and what they're looking for in terms of data. Right now, looking at Sonoda on his lap at the moment, he's not improved in Sector 1, Sector 2. So it could, and he's on a medium tire. So there's very much at this point, we're looking at doing race runs, getting race data, than worrying about quality at the moment. Got 10 minutes to go in this session. Again, this is the Racing YouTube channel. This is Grash with your commentary. Right now, again, there's not a lot of action in terms of we've got people doing laps. We've got a lot of traffic on there. I think the only one who's not out is Verstappen and obviously Albon. Albon will not be taking part in this session because of damage to his car. John De La Cruz says that he thinks the best chance of Ferrari winning is Monaco because of their good rhythm and low speed corners. I mean, that's last year they won in um, um, sorry, basically Singapore is the other track that they won last year, the only track that non Red Bull driver won at. Right now we've got a little bit of humor on the stream. This year will be the first Australian Grand Prix with 3 Aussie drivers. For those who don't know, Valerie Boss did a commercial for Uber rideshare in Australia, where he talks about his second car, which he's not driving because he'll be driving in his first car, meaning his F1 car. It is a hoot and hilarious, and you need to see it. Basically, what it amounts to. You really need to see the commercial. We have linked it to you in our media channel. So is the Red Bull car not Honda anyway? No, it's still Honda. It will be Honda this year and next year, and then 2026 it will be fully. It will be Red Bull Ford will be the car. Having said that, in F1 Academy, the Red Bull car is sponsored via Ford already. But the F1 Academy is using it as it's a spec car. It's not like F1 being a constructor series. Who's saying Lewis and Daniel Wash kicked them? I think it's a little too early to kick them. It very easy that it could be that they've been doing today some sort of program. We've got under 6 minutes left to go. Again, no one's pushing their tires at the moment. Ooh, we've got one of the Ferraris going across the grass and gravel. That will cause damage to that underside of that car. Doobie, basically, it is a academy. That's what they're calling. That is what they're calling the series. I don't know what your what does it matter? I mean, yeah, it's essentially an F4 series for females. Big deal. I don't know why you have to take a try and take a hammer to it. So they tell Hamilton Leclerc's last time on a medium tire, and then his response is something's wrong. And I think the what's Russell doing? Is that Russell or no? That was Alonso. No, I'm not. I actually enjoy the F1 Academy. They actually had good. They actually had a pretty good race at Abu Dhabi, except for the end. But that's a team issue with the not telling your driver the race is over. But here we go. So Max has jumped up to a P2 with 117.658. Why is Hamilton P18? We're not sure why. He has had issues with the car today. He's missed turns, hit curbs. Oh, so he could sure mow grass. A lot of these drivers this weekend have been going across the grass. So what? So we've got 2 minutes left to go in this session. 2 minute warning. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of long runs so far. I mean, Alonso has done 14 laps on his medium tires. Joe 7 laps. Bottas 12. Hulkenberg just switched tires, but he did it like 14. Ocon did 10. Magnussen has done 13. So Hulkenberg's just gone to a new soft tire. So the scenario that we're facing right with Williams is they confirmed they do not have a spare chassis on site here. It is still unknown whether they can fix Albon's car or not following his crash earlier. And if that's the case, uh, they will have only one car for the rest of the weekend and two drivers. Who would they put consider putting Albon with more experienced driver in Sargent's seat. That would be. Are they pulling off the decals off of Logan's car? Ooh. Oh, that could be that is going to be interesting. What is going to happen tomorrow with FP3? Session has ended. The checkered flag is flying. Norris has just passed that line. So pretty much, we're not going to see any times really set. At this point, people are out. With the exception of the Williams, everyone's out. They will be taking this flag, then going around and then doing basically practice starts. We've got a cliffhanger. What is Williams going to do? Are they going to put Albon into Sargent's car? And again, it could very much be because they were working on pulling off like decals on the car. Are they going to basically rebrand that car into Albon's number? That is, this is one of those weird. What we'll find out tomorrow in FP3 what the Williams will call. No, this is not a goatee. No, this is they don't have pieces to run two cars. That is. Yeah, if they put Albin into the car, that won't. Yeah, this is one of those. It's going to see what the team. That's going to be what the team's going to do. I mean, like Albin is the better driver, but the Albin's is not. Albin's safety cell was damaged and can't be repaired. That's on Albin's fault, not Sargent. So, but they also had Sargent do a 360. So we will find out the answer to this story tomorrow in FP3. I want to thank everyone who's come. There's been about 2,000 of you. I want to thank you for those who showed up. We've got about 356 likes. Thank you for those. Again, we do all the sessions. So we will be back tomorrow with FP3 with quali and then the race on after that. We're going to take off here because that's pretty much they're all doing practice starts. We will see you tomorrow, and we've got drama. Yeah, stay tuned. Definitely we'll be talking about this in the Discord channel. So if you want to know before, that's where to go. Otherwise, we'll tell you tomorrow in FP3 what the heck happened with Williams. All right, everyone. This is Grash on the Race YouTube channel. This has been FP2. We will see you tomorrow. Have a good day.